Oh, oh. Yeah, that's on there. It felt like I snagged a giant rock.
Well, that could be a big one.
Yeah, it's moving.
What species you got on there?
I imagine this one is
Whopper
the right
wallies.
kind.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, look at that, just bulldogging.
We'll get the net out here.
Yeah, we're gonna need a net on this one, I think.
Let's see what it is. So, yeah, that's a big walleye.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Up shallow,
Yeah,
right up on top.
Just sort of stopped.
That was interesting. You changed to the
here.
night crawler. We've been fishing with
Yeah.
leeches,
Well.
with very slow. He puts a night crawler on and gets bit immediately. I'm impressed.
Just a little change of.
What size is he?
A slight. I'm not sure.
I think you got a lake trout on here. You know
Yeah,
that
you think
this
it's a
lake
good
actually
greaser?
has quite a few different species of very large fish.
Yeah.
And you're coming around this side?
Yeah.
Why don't you go come over by me?
I'm gonna come by you.
Yeah. I'm gonna spin around here.
All right.
Wow, I'm really.
I saw color.
If
We
this
saw
is a
color.
walleye, it's a
I
big one.
saw a little tail action there.
This is a Hawk Lake special.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your assistance on this.
I'm waiting in the wings. There's few things I like more than netting them. I like catching them, but I'll net them too.
Let's see.
Wow,
All right, there's
where is
the
he?
bouncer.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's a big
Oh, look
boy
at it. Is
there.
that
Look
gonna
at
fit?
Come here, come here.
Is that gonna?
Whoa,
Whoa.
come here, come here, come here, wait, come here.
Is that gonna?
Man, that's a big one. That's a big walleye. Holy
at
mackerel.
that.
I'm not kidding you. That is a giant walleye.
Holy cow.
I mean, my net is sort of marginal on this guy here. We're
Where's
going to have to sort of work to get her out of there.
This is a two-person deal. Oh, look at that. That's the right size. That's kind of what we're looking for out here. Look at the size of that beast. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that thing. Holy cow. All right. Here you go. Beautiful fish. Look at the size of that thing.
You know, we just got into camp, and they were saying the season's been only open for 2 weeks. They've caught 125 of them that big.
All right, go ahead. Bye. There she goes. You know, I think it's been probably 15 years at least since I've caught a walleye that big. This is, I'm still shaking from that thing. This is exciting.
You know, to catch any fish, when you're talking really trophies, you got to go to the right water. Right now we're fishing for walleyes, and we're in Northwest Ontario on Hawk Lake. This lake, actually this entire watershed of Dogtooth Chain as well as Hawk Lake, grows tremendously big fish. I mean, it's just amazing when you're talking walleyes 28 to as long as 32 inches in length.
Hawk Lake Lodge is a drive-to resort, or a full American plan, very high-end. There's many of us from my staff, as there are of you. We have private cabins on the water and wonderful gourmet meals. We have hot tubs and saunas and some of the best fishing in Canada. We have 4 different sport fishes here. A lot of people come for the trophy walleye, and that's a lot of fun. But we also have incredible bass fishing, great smallie fishing, lake trout early and late in the season, and pike pretty much whenever you want to catch them. So depending on what you want to catch and how you want to go after them, we can put you on a lake and you can have a ball doing it. Here at Hawk Lake, we have 18 different portage lakes, but the primary lake is Hawk Lake, which is about 2,600 acres, over 400 feet deep. It drains into Little Dogtooth, which then goes into Dogtooth and ends up in the Rushing River. And as we all know, the Rushing River really is an incredible watershed. It's excellent. It's an excellent fishery.
You know, we come up to the Dogtooth Lake because it's probably one of the best big walleye lakes in North America. It's all part of that Rushing River system. It comes out of Hawk Lake, down into Dogtooth, into Lake of the Woods. And I'll tell you what, we catch big walleyes and have been catching them for 18 years. That's why we come here. You know, North America is loaded with great fishing destinations, but when it comes to big walleyes, there's very few places that you can come up and catch a 29 to 32 inch walleye. Very few places you can do that. And Dogtooth Lake is one of them. You know, I think the most important thing is you look at the food sources, and they dwarf ciscos, and they eat ciscos up to about 8 to 9 inches. And I think that's the food source. You know, when you look at, like a friend of mine said to me, are you eating salad or are you eating butter? Well, the butter's putting the weight on. I guarantee you that. But these fish they're horses. You know, you're not talking about a long skinny fish, you're talking about a fish that's got a lot of girth on it. They fight like smallmouth bass. They are unbelievable to catch. But you know what, I think that why we come here, it's a great destination. We catch big fish, we have a wonderful time. The Joneses have been great hosts for us for many, many years. And we will keep coming back here probably as long as I can walk and talk, I'll come back here. But
Dogtooth Lake's a very interesting lake in which it has very many species. We got the crappies in the spring and the fall that are really good. In the summer, they're a little harder to find. The smallmouth bass are excellent for almost all year round, and especially in the spring, the guys are using top water, and fly fishermen come in. We have northerns, which I have guys come before the season opens into the bays, where the big ones are in there spawning. So, and then with the lake trout, and it still has a few splake in the lake, but basically the lake trout, and of course the walleyes, and the trophy walleyes is what Dogtooth is really known for. There's many, many big fish. I know of at least 2 over 20 pounds that have been caught on this lake, and I personally had a huge, huge, huge one on that I couldn't even get off the bottom and lost it. So I know it was very big.
Hawk Lake is sort of special for a couple of different reasons. And number one, it's got the right makeup, bottom composition, depth, forage, and genetic straining that grows these really big fish. The other thing, this is total catch and release. All the fish are released in this body of water, so it's pretty highly regulated, which is one of the reasons why these fish keep on growing this big.
Yeah, like James was saying, this place is only catch and release, and Ted Putnam is the only guy that allows you to get on this lake through his lodge. This is the only place you can launch if you do want to fish here. So it's one way in, one way out, and big fish in between. It looks like right in here, it looks like a big boulder. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And a really nice little inside corner bucket in here with a bunch of boulders, and with this little bit of wind blowing in, these fish sort of move up and down, and they feed up in these little shallow shelves in here. Sort of nice at this time of the year where you're catching them big fish relatively shallow.